Good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Inside Sports with Rashad Mitchell, episode number 52, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. It's great to be back once again. Let's get to the NBA, get into Major League Baseball recap. Also, remembering Jim Irsay, unfortunately passed away yesterday, uh, big time owner of the Colts. Then get into this day in sports history for May 22nd. So let's get into it, man. We're gonna start with this, recap what happened last time I was on the air, and just bring everything to the current situation that's going on right now. Right, so let's get into it. See, last Wednesday, the Knicks lost to the Celtics 127 to 102 to stay off elimination. And they was able to win that game. Great game by Jalen Brown. He had 12 assists with 26 points. But Derek White was the Cavs with 34 points. And was able to win. They was able to get 22 3-pointers and had their first home victory of the series. And obviously, Jason Tatum had got hurt the previous game, and he was out. But Jalen Brown had 26 points and 12 assists, and he was able to stay up elimination. But unfortunately, that didn't continue on for his momentum with Boston. They got blown out in game number 6. That score was 119 to 81 to win the series and advance to the conference finals, first time in 25 years. So the Knicks are in the conference finals right now. And also, the Warriors lost to the Timberwolves 121 to 110. No surprise there. Then you had, see, I think games on Thursday. Yes. The Nuggets had tied the series up at 119 107. Excuse me, 119 107. They was able to win that game 6 and force the game 7. The Nuggets. So Nuggets was able to win and force the game 7. Jamal Murray was 100%, but he was able to score 25 points. Gold had 29 points. So it was a game 7 on Sunday, which was not a great game. Then you had Fridays again. The Knicks won 119 to 81 to advance to the conference finals. No game on Saturday. Then Sunday, you had game 7 where the Thunder won 125-93, just basically showing why they are the best team in the NBA at 68 and 14 during the regular season. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander had 35 points, 12 of 19 from the field. He's able to do his thing. The thing that's impressive about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who tonight got the presentation of the MVP trophy tonight, um, shows why he's an MVP. The thing that's refreshing about Gilgeous-Alexander is that in that game against Denver, which is game 7, he only had 4 3-point attempts. That's the thing about uh, Gilgeous-Alexander, 3 for 4, but he's 12 for 19 from the field, 35 points. And they would roll over Denver and win and set game 7 and handle their business and win that series in 7. So they advanced to the conference finals to play Minnesota. So let's fast forward to the conference finals that's going on right now. Now, OKC handled their business. They won 114 to 88 this past Tuesday. Shea Alexander played like an MVP supposed to play, had 31 points. He didn't shoot the ball particularly well. He was 10 for 27, but he was able to handle his business. Again, Gilles Alexander was 10 of 27, 0 for 4 from 3. But the thing is, his 3-point shooting wasn't no overboard. He shot 4 3-point shots. Didn't make one, but he wasn't all about that. He was about going to the paint, going to the basket, doing different things. That's how he got his points. And also, he went to the free throw line 14 times and made 11 of the free throws, the 14 attempts at the free throw line. So the thing that's refreshing about this Thunder team, is that Oklahoma City Thunder only took 21 3-pointers and made 11. So they shot 52.4% from 3. But they didn't do so much overboard by taking too many 3-point shots. They was able to just dominate Uh, Minnesota. Anthony Edwards was bad. Did not play well. He had 18 points, 5 of 13 shooting, 3 for 8. Not a factor in this game. Just a dominant performance. 114-88 was the final score in that game. Now I got crazy last night. It was the game one of the Knicks and the Pacers started um, overtime. The Pacers once again they know how to come back from deficits. They did it again. The heroics of Halliburton um, took over, and they was able to win, overcoming a large deficit. They were down like 14 points in the fourth quarter, and they was able to find a way to win. And there's a stat where teams leading by at least 14 points in the final 2:45 of the fourth quarter have been 994 and up since detailed play-by-play began being kept in 1997, 1998. You know what I'm saying? So they showed a different way, find a way to win. But Naismith was the catalyst. Naismith, he hitting all these threes. That's what got him back in the game. Hit consecutive threes after consecutive threes. That's what got him, kept him in the game. He was able to overcome a large deficit and win. Where Halliburton hits a jumper, the tie bounced up and in, and he gave the choke sign, which I think he should have did because the game was over. But the ball hung up in the air and fell right in, and but now he helped go to overtime, and they took over in overtime, 138 to 135. They're very explosive, very relentless team. Naismith had 30 points, eight 3-point shots. They took 37 threes, made 15 of them. So this team never out of the game, despite the great performances by Towns and Brunson. Brunson had 43 points, and Towns had 35 points, but not enough as this team in Indiana just so relentless, know how to get it done. Everybody was in double figures in this lineup, so they found a way to win and they got it done. So now the home court advantage is in favor of Indiana. See what happens with the Knicks tomorrow. Can they bounce back? All right, so that's it for that for the NBA. Let's get into some Major League Baseball commentary. Let's look at the standings. The Yankees in the American League East are 30-19. They're in first place, 5 games over. The Blue Jays, the Tigers are 33-17. Still continue to play good baseball, playing 660 baseball. They're 5.5 games up over the Twins. The Mariners are 28-20. First place over the Astros. National League, you got the Philadelphia Phillies. They are in first place, red hot. 7 straight wins, 32-18. The Mets are 2 games behind. Chicago Cubs are 30-20. The Dodgers are 31-19. 2 games over the San Francisco Giants. The team with the best record right now in baseball is the Detroit Tigers. So they're looking really good right now. But let's get into remembering Jim Irsay, big time owner of the Indianapolis Colts. He passed away at age 65. Fortunately, rest in peace to him. Way too soon, but he passed. Yeah, he was 65 years old, Jim Irsay. He's the CEO, Indianapolis Colts, principal owner, chairman, businessman from 1997 to his fortunate passed away in California. So he made his mark, man. He did his thing. He was the son of Robert Irsay, who acquired the Baltimore franchise in 1972 for 12 million, moved him to Indianapolis in 1984. Irsay became the general manager of the Colts from 1984 to 1996. So he's a big contributor to the team. Jim Irsay also was in a legal battle with his stepmother over ownership of the team and later became the youngest NFL team owner at age 37. And according to Pro Football Reference, 258 wins are the fourth most in the NFL of that time frame. The team won 10 division titles, made the playoffs 18 times, been in two Super Bowls, won Super Bowl 41. Also, Indianapolis won 115 regular season games from 2000 to 2009, which is the second most in a decade by any team in the NFL. Also, he worked with obviously Pro Football Hall of Fame coaches, players, and executives, including Edgar Dickerson, Marshall Falk, Bill Polian, Tony Dungy, Marvin Harrison, Edgerrin James, and Peyton Manning. So did a lot, man. Definitely a big time uh, owner in his own right. Right, so that's it for that. Let's get into Honest Day sports history for May 22nd. All right, we're gonna start with 1888. Chicago Cubs Billy Sunday's first at bat was 14 consecutive strikes out. 1884, one-armed pitcher Hugh Daly struck out 13 hitters. I'm gonna go over all the events for this son. 1930, May  22nd, Yankees future baseball Hall of Famer first baseman Lou Gehrig became the first to hit three home runs this time, three times as New York outscored Philadelphia A's 2013 teams combined for then record 10 homers. 1938, Dodgers announced contracts to install lights at Ebbets Field. 1949, May 22nd, Brooklyn Dodgers Donnie Newcomb, the first Major League Baseball start, shuts out Cincinnati on 5 hits to win, three nothing. 1957, May 22nd, the Red Sox of Boston had set an American League record at the time by hitting 4 home runs in 6 innings and 11-0 win. 1963, May 22nd, Mickey Mantle hit a ball off of Yankee Stadium's facade. 1976, St. Louis Cardinal Reggie Smith hits 3 home runs. Andre Dawson, 1990, received a record of 5 intentional walks in the game. May 22nd, 1990, Deion Sanders became involved in a dispute with Chicago White Sox catcher Carlton Fisk, one of the most infamous incidents of Sanders' baseball career. 1991, NFL owners agreed to add two teams in 1994. I think that's basically it. Some of these events that we talk about. So that's it, man. Look at that. So right now we got game two of the NBA Western Conference Finals. See if Timberwolves can bounce back and even the series at one game apiece. Also gonna be 2-0. So tonight again, Shea Alexander accepted his MVP trophy tonight before the game for game two. So congrats to him. As he accepted it. Now we'll see what happens right now. Currently, what's the score right now? His current score right now is OKC 6, Minnesota's 5. Right, so that's it for tonight. Be back next week. keep moving. So until then, check out my latest article on 52asports.com. Check it out. Wrote about the college football and NFL schedule. The 45th anniversary of Magic Johnson's finest moment as a rookie. That's May 16th when he won the championship for the Lakers. 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists. That was his shining moment. You know, I have that piece I wrote about that in the article, the NBA playoffs and stuff like that. So check that out. So till then, talk to you next week, the final episode of the month of May of Inside Sports with Rashad Mitchell, episode number 53. Until then, have a good night.